Hey, and welcome to the October setup. And this is the September flip through to see how everything looks filled in. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the packing list. So I got this HP sprocket, and it was the greatest thing that I got for vacation. So I just kind of journaled about the days and whatnot. And then we had our anniversary, so I tossed in some of our wedding photos. And they're actually stickers, so that was really cool. So I didn't have to worry about glue or anything. Um, yeah, and then I didn't need a whole lot for this past week, so that was why it was a single page. And yeah, I was a dumbass and didn't fucking fuck film me doing that. But yeah, I used bamboo or Bombay India ink and by PH Martin, and I'll link it. Um, I'll link it below. And I've honestly been using their ink for a few years now. Um, and with October for artists being Inktober, I really like it and whatnot. So I'm trying. Um, I got distracted. My phone distracted me a bit there, so um, and I'm trying not to, because it's Inktober, you're kind of just supposed to be free with your lines and whatnot. And well, I mean, I guess depending, you can do whatever with Inktober, um, play around with style and whatnot. So I was doing that with, I kind of do that throughout this whole uh, Inktober setup. And so yeah, so comparatively to last time, for last month, September, I've switched the page sides. So because of so Moleskine holds up really well when it comes to inks and markers. Outside of Copic still bleeds because it's alcohol based, and the alcohol based markers tend to bleed really bad. Um, so there is some, I pointed it out earlier, there's some ghosting and stuff with the India ink, but not bad. And that is pitch, it's pitch black ink. Like it's almost, I would say it's almost like printer grade black ink. So it's just kind of cool that the that their paper holds up to it fairly well. I I'm hoping to play more with the actual ink in my bullet journal for October, because I do plan on using it um, for my Inktober drawings and stuff. So, and because of that, obviously, I'm going with a I'm going with black yellow, or black yellow. Good fuck. Um, it's 1:30 in the afternoon, and I can't fucking words. The colors are black, purple, and orange. I almost said yellow again. Good shit. um, and I'll probably I this page in particular, I did a lot of washi. Um, and actually, I think throughout, I could like open the thing and like look, but yeah. Eh. Um, so, yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, so I'm trying to switch up my spreads and things. And I'm using the same Agenda 51 stickers that are always tagged and shit. Because I have them and I like them. They're cute. Um, so I end up using the stickers to cover up the inky bleed through. Yeah, and that was the other reason why I switched my um, calendar to the other side, was so when I do take notes and mark down the important dates for the month, or just the shit that I need to know about the fucking fuck. Um, so today's a fuck day. Um, yeah, I don't know if it's obvious. When I get tongue tied, it just turns into fuck. And I quite enjoy that small quality of myself. Um, so I know personally that the bleed through would bother me if I'm actually trying to write out words and notes and things over the bleed through. So that's why I have my next month in spending at the bottom of the left page because of the bleed through. And I'm just dicking around going through. Fuck, and I sped this up too. This was almost 50 minutes, and I got it down to 24, and I still just am digging. Wow. I don't know. I did that yesterday morning, so I don't know. I wasn't even. I don't know. Oh, that's what it was. I was going back and forth between. So that the sticker that I put down says costume ideas, and I didn't, because nothing's green. I don't plan on doing anything green in, like, through the rest of the month. So I was like, I can find a purple one or anything not fucking green. Yeah, I can find anything not fucking green that would. There was a leopard print one, and I'm like, that might be. I might do that for November. I don't know. We'll see. Um, so, yeah. I don't know what to talk about. So on top, well, I guess I can just fucking ramble. Um, and I don't know, kind of talk through my plans for the channel and what I want it, where I want it to go, and the stuff I kind of want to do with it. Um, I know I've mentioned, and I think I did it in the last two videos I did. Or maybe it was just the last one. I don't know. I don't fucking remember. Um, that I want to do a doodles, like a dummy how to um, doodles, because and I know I know I've said this, is that anyone can doodle. It's just sometimes you don't quite know what you want to doodle, or like where to even start, because your brain is like it doesn't know how to deconstruct shapes, or at least I know I even sometimes I have problems with this. I'm like, what? And um, that's an artist, not so much quality, but skill that is fairly important, in that you need to understand the basic shapes of an object and be able to mentally deconstruct those shapes in order to redraw them, or in order to draw it, really. Um, so, I don't know, I'm trying to look around and see if I have any. Well, yeah, I guess a cup. I have so many fucking cups. Or it's fucking sad. Um, so a cup is, in its basic geometric structure, is two circles and a cylinder, which is pretty, would actually even simpler than that. It's two circles and a rectangle. So once you can, I don't know where this rant is going. I don't even know why I don't know. Um so yeah, I guess that's the point. Like, everything goes back to basic the basic shapes. So everything can be um, deconstructed and simplified down into circles, squares, or triangles. Um, and then you have your all the other, yeah, y'all know the other fucking shapes. Um, so once you have that basic understanding, then it becomes a lot easier to um, doodle things. So, like, cats, I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent right now. I really guess I just need to fucking do the fucking video and me. Um, so, like, cats are basically, they're circles with more like ovals and triangles, and then that's a fucking cat. Um, I have no idea if any of that made sense. Yes, I'm gonna leave it in because I need to get the voiceover done. Um, it will definitely make more sense in a tutorial video than just watching me put these fucking lines on. See, this is why I cut this out last month, because I've, um, this is 2 times the speed, and it's still, I've probably been rambling for 5 minutes on this shit, and it's still going. So that is why, that's why I cut it out last month. But I knew I wanted to ramble, so I left it in. And then the other sheet, once I get done with these lines, I go back and I still might go back and split, that page that I actually wrote, the universe is saying, split it into like a YouTube tracker and like video mind dump type of thing, with the like an Inktober tracker, because I end up writing Inktober. I think it's like Inktober Master. I don't fucking know. I know for sure it says Inktober on it. So yeah. So yeah. So I'm doing that now. And I kind of I pushed the universe is saying because of where I put so I don't I know I haven't talked about it. The washi, the like strip of washi on the side is a place marker for the month. So when I turn my journal sideways, I can see where the months begin, because those are where the washi like tags are. Because I know that some people, um, actually, I know, oh, it's not, gee, uh, the Loinstrom, so Loinstrom is and I have no idea where any of these links are, I watch a lot of YouTube bullet journal videos, so it's just stored information at this point. So the Loinstrom journals are kind of like the unofficial, official bullet journal. So they have a few pre-made pages in the beginning, and all of their pages throughout the journal are numbered. The Moleskine doesn't have numbered pages, so it's really hard to make up a index unless you, like, I mean, you can obviously go through and number all the pages. I am a lazy fuck and refuse. So that is why I do the side Washi monthly tab thing, because I'm a lazy fuck and it's so much easier to throw down a strip of washi than it would actually be to number the fucking pages. Yeah, I don't know if it's laziness or procrastination. Probably some combination. It's probably some combination. So last week I did a food tracker. Actually, the week before I did two, and then I kind of I did out an actual grid for the food tracker last week, and I really like it. Like, it's really simple, it's really easy to use, so I'm gonna do it again for next week and see that helps with if that helps keeping track of when I'm eating and what I'm eating. I have noticed I eat 2 meals a day. I'll either eat like before noon, or like I'll either eat at about 10, or I'll eat at around 1 and then again at 5, 4:35, somewhere in there. So I'm eating at least at 5 o'clock every day, but then it just goes back and forth between if I'm eating at around 10 or if I'm eating around 1. I like how I'm not even talking about how many fuck ups I've made. So this is the jelly roll. Yeah, jelly roll, Japan Sakura, 08 gel pen. And they're not quite as, I have so many of them. They're not quite as opaque as I would like them, so they're not as dense or as thick of a white as would be really kind of nice, but it works. And once you let it dry, you can go over it. I know I've used them. I think I've used them in other spreads to cover up some little like side mistakes, but you have to make sure you let your ink or whatever, like if you're using it as a whiteout, let your pen really, really dry, especially if you are using other gel pens. So if you're using like a really heavy ink, the Bic pens tend to be okay, but the like the Pentel liquid ink gel pens. Those ones you really, really, really have to give them 5 minutes to really soak into the paper and to really dry. Otherwise, the jelly roll will smear the ink, and it just ends up being a bigger fucking mess. Oh no, it was in the other. Okay, I was like, I know I've used it. It was the other thing I'm setting up. That's where I've used it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. The fucking seagull. Um, I was gonna do. I was gonna do some Halloween thingy in the some Halloween doodle thing in the center, and I just ended up putting a calendar and the fucking. There's 8 squares in that center box, so there's an extra just poor planning. Even though I planned out that spread well before I did it. I planned it out Monday. I inked and videoed everything Tuesday. And or no, I planned everything Tuesday cuz today's Thursday. Planned everything Tuesday, inked everything Wednesday and filmed. And it's yeah. I think there's 6. The end ones are 6, and then I think the center 2 are 5. And then there's a 2 space between the big black chunks are 2 dots width, and then in between the smaller ones are just 1 dot space. Okay, I mean it's right in front of me. I could just look at it, but I'm not gonna. But the next week it's split up into 8, and that is there's 2 dots. So it goes the line and then 2 dots and then another line and then 2, yeah. Yeah, I don't know much else to say. I do finagle with the washi tape for a bit though. And I end up not putting anything. I might put a quote or something or a little Inktober doodle in that corner there, in that right bottom corner. I don't know. I haven't decided. So, yeah, I hope if I can get my shit together enough, I will link the official Inktober prompt list in the description. Yeah. So, and I kind of plan on doing daily Inktober videos. So we'll see how well that goes. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Do the subscribe thing and the like thing and the YouTube things, and I might make a tutorial on that front cover, but I don't know yet. But bye!